Okay, so in this video you're going to get to see nearly everything when it comes to create a video. Now I say nearly everything because I couldn't capture all cutscenes, but I have got you the menus and have shown you some examples of what cutscenes are in this year's game. And I'm happy to say that the cutscenes are in, because in previous years they have been left out. Now you're going to get to see every section of creator videos, so just brace yourselves, you will see that. But I did want to kind of give you a few things that I noticed. Now it didn't look like there were too many changes within creator video, and also as well I did notice that the loading speed was better to load between cutscenes. Once you got that initial load, then everything seemed to follow a bit quicker. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it is better. But there are bugs within creator video. I crashed it by trying to use the free cam. Now it didn't happen every time, so the free cam is still available in cutscenes, so you can maneuver it around and get the right camera angles that you want, which is great, but it was buggy. And so like I said, I crashed it once and I had to get one of the devs to do a hard reset, which isn't great. But the biggest bugbearer which I found was when I did eventually, and you'll see it in this video because I'm just going to let the raw footage run, but the biggest bug was when I got to Backstage, that section of the cutscenes, and I found that none of these scenes are actually backstage at all. They actually happen in the ring. So it's a backstage cutscene which has been coded to be in the ring. So that's just wrong. And I did raise this to the devs, so do not fear. I did say to them, look, this is a problem. These are supposed to be backstage cutscenes. There's only 3 of them, I think. Again, you will see it in this video, but there's not many, and all they need to do is recode them so they are backstage. And I say that's all they need to do. I don't know the ins and outs of how to do that, but you know, it does bring me back to a point I've mentioned in a few other videos. The testing phase, it needs to be much more thorough. Look, we're not going to a testing event. We're not going there to test the game for 2K. We're going to this event as media. So when you go to these events, you're kind of thinking that the version of the game that you're about to see should be near enough polished. And bugs and things should have been really checked out and removed before these events happen. And it's feeling a bit like that when we go to these events, and from what I'm seeing from the US as well, we're pointing out a ton of stuff that just needs to be fixed. And that's not great. That's my overall feeling about this. Because like I said, if someone was thoroughly testing the creator video section, my idea to test that would be pretty much what I was doing at the event, bar being time permitted, which is to sit down and go through every single cutscene one by one and make sure that it plays out and everything looks right within it, and then you say that one's okay, move on. Now if you did that and a tester had done that, they would then see that, they'd be able to flag it, and then it wouldn't be there for the media event, which would then have me saying, well, creative video was perfect. And that's the feedback I could give. But I can't give that when there are issues with it. And once again, there was. So there were bugs. The crash you won't see because I actually had to remove it from my footage because it ruined my footage. So I had to start again and recapture what I had. But you do see the backwards cutscene. So when it gets to Backstage, keep an eye out and you'll see superstars walking through the ring, hovering in the air, because they're not quite sure why they're in this environment when they're supposed to be backstage. It's just very silly. But anyway, that's enough from me. Enjoy what you see here and whatever you take away from it. My main objective for this video was just to make sure that we had the core fundamentals. So for example, myself And other people that like to create universe modes, whether it be for YouTube or whatever purpose, do have the tools available so they can continue to work on their universe modes using the cutscenes this year, because I was fearing that we might have a problem like we had in previous years, and it seems to be the case that it hasn't happened with Create a Video this year, and instead has found its way to Creator Championship. Yeah, again, maybe part of the testing process needs to be reviewed. Anyway, enjoy Create a Video. I hope you take something away from it, and I'll see you later.